Eric Morrissette, and executive chef of Maui Brew Company Restaurants. Being a chef on an island like this is doing the right thing. A lot of the food that we import and bring in, it's for a need. And there's stuff that we do have to bring out here, and I get it. But the easy part of me being a chef, what I kind of want to tie this into, is the farmers are in charge. That's how the mentality works, is if mangosteen is in season right now, or lilikoi are in season, or lychees are coming in season right now, it's my job to put them in play and give them to our guests. And they trust me to take their product and showcase it to our guests, and I trust them to give me what's best. They know when a product needs to be picked, they know when it needs to be grown, and if I listen to my sources, they're gonna make sure that I have that product when it's ready to be given out to our guests. Not only the bond I have with the farm and the land, but also to continue their confidence in growing and to make sure there's always product available. When you go to a restaurant and you go out and you have that expectation of perfection, and that tomato needs to be round and red and perfect, and that pineapple should look like this, and the colors, and you have this map of your brain of what it should be. What's great about using the local product here is we're not looking for pretty. We're looking for tasty, we're looking for seasonal, we're looking for picked at its primest moment. And they'll use the shapes that are a little distorted, maybe not the proper color, maybe the top's off a little bit, and we'll send those over to the Maui wine shop. From there, they press them and they get them situated into juice for us, and they come back to us for our mono-wheat beer. So we're not only just using the product in our restaurant and our recipes, but we're really taking some of that unwanted product that maybe not be so visually appealing, and we're still utilizing that for our farmers so that way they can still grow with confidence.
Aloha, my name is Monica, and I am the owner and creator of Napili Flow Farm. We started off in Napili growing microgreens and edible flowers, turned into food manufacturing, and now we're located in Upper Haiku. So we evolved by getting a bigger space to be able to host more workshops and to be able to teach our community everything that we've learned from microgreens, edible flowers, composting, food manufacturing, and now animal husbandry, and teaching people and our community on a bigger area to host more people to be able to learn all the things that we are doing here now upcountry. Our mission right now is to be able to connect our community through food, being able to teach them about how to know where your food comes from. We talk about creating a space where we can host these workshops so that people can actually have hands-on experience and learn more about our processing methods. Sustainability is more than just buying local. It's really a mindset. By practicing regenerative agriculture, by not using harmful chemicals, it really is taking care of our people and the land simultaneously. Every little movement of growing your own food is the biggest sustainable act. 85–90% of our produce and food comes in from the barge. The makers, the food producers, the farmers, and everything in between that we bring in. It's not just food, it's a lot of other things. It's so important to know that our food being grown and eating local is a higher nutritional value. It really subconsciously, consciously makes somebody feel really good about being able to do something so simple by just growing a little bit for themselves. And it could just be the garnish, and that little ripple is actually a big effect on the whole. We as a community will be more resilient and more powerful just through food.
Hi, I'm Chef Vanessa Castillo from the Royal Lāhainā here at Lāhainā Noon. Being chef de cuisine here at Lāhainā Noon, it's important for me to pair up with the farms here on Maui. That way I can influence it and create a menu off of them and use local products at the same time. So like Momona Farms is our closest one, and then we have Kula produce at the same time, so salad, vegetables. So I want to see more sustainability with the farms and availability. That way we won't have those problems. If we need something, it'll be here, and it's locally grown. So I feel like Lāhainā as a community, we became closer. I mean, we have so many people fighting for our rights right now with bills. You have people in Lāhainā that's going to Oahu knocking on the governor's door. So I really feel like that fire really strengthen our community. We just became super closer. It's just I don't really know how to explain it. I can just feel it.
Aloha, I'm Chef Zach Laidlaw. I'm the executive chef of Momona Farms. I'm also a farmer, VP, and I wear many hats depending on the time of the day. I moved out here in 2017 to help start Momona Farms. It was myself, PJ Sabatino, and Adam Quinn. Us three lads. It took about 2.5 years to build and shape this whole farm. And then 2019, we started production. Since the Lāhainā fires, our Momona Foundation, or 501c3, we fed 80,000 hot meals that went to families in need. We're still doing that to date. So Momona is an organic farm. We're not certified, but we have organic methods, procedures. We are no spray farm. We're currently growing about 25 microgreens in our greenhouse and a different array of crops in our fields. We take all of our spent soil and then we add inoculates and we compost it. That sits for about 2 years. We turn it and then we later on disperse it back into our fields for regenerative purposes. We need to turn and focus on our local farmers and ranchers to supply the community. This is the time to help the community out. And I hope the community knows that they could lean on us for a helping hand, because we are here to feed nourishing meals to families in need.
My name is Chef Richard Ramirez. My position here is culinary instructor here with the program. I teach a class called Culinary 132 Batch Cookery. The college has always tried to work with local purveyors. Local harvest is the middleman, if you will, between those farmers that are really trying to make a living and trying to use their product without it going to waste. And so they're the kind of liaison, if you will, between the farmers and people like us that need the product. The thing that inspired me the most, I think, was working with chefs that I mentored under, namely Chef Thailand Pang. I met him at the Fairmont Kealani, and I just have nothing but admiration, and I try to honor him every single day in everything that I do, whether it's sharing with my students or teaching them what is pono. We're in a very unique situation here where we live on Maui, so far away from everything else. It should be second nature for us to use the products that come from Maui. That's part of my curriculum, you know, like in the book, things that I have to go over is our footprint when we order all this stuff from the mainland, as opposed to, you know, getting it from here, and checking out farmers markets and supporting local farmers. That's actually part of the curriculum. I think rather than change the whole world, which is very hard to do, we can all start on a real small scale individually. But as I said before, it doesn't make a difference if you talk about it. You have to take action and actually do something about it.